Friends, the Titanic was not just a ship, but a symbol of human courage, dreams, and luxury. The story of this ship still lives on in people's hearts. In 1912, this ship set out on its first and last voyage, and at that time, it was considered the largest and most luxurious ship in the world. Friends, the British shipyard Harland and Wolff spent nearly 3 years building the Titanic, involving thousands of workers and engineers. The ship's design and construction were a marvel of engineering at the time. Friends, its length was approximately 882 feet, width 92 feet, and the number of decks was sufficient to provide passengers with a complete experience of comfort and luxury. The Titanic's first-class saloon, luxurious rooms, golden decks, and recreational gardens made it a palace of the sea. Friends, comfortable arrangements were also made for second and third class, enhancing every passenger's experience. This ship was equipped with 2 massive steam engines and 1 turbine engine, capable of reaching speeds of 24 miles per hour. Friends, 16 watertight compartments were also built on the ship, which were claimed to prevent it from sinking. The Titanic's maiden voyage began on April 10, 1912, from Southampton. Friends, the excitement of the passengers on deck and the cool sea breeze combined to create a thrilling experience. The tragedy occurred on the very first night, when the Titanic collided with an iceberg. Friends, the sudden jolt and strong waves of water created fear and panic on the ship. Passengers began running towards the lifeboats, and many tried to save their loved ones. Friends, the cold waves of the sea and the darkness of the night only increased the fear. The Carpathia and other ships rescued passengers from the sea during the rescue operation. Friends, nearly 1,500 people lost their lives, but many were also rescued safely. This incident taught the world that despite technology and luxury, the importance of preparedness and safety is paramount.
Friends, humanity and courage saved many lives, and this is the greatest lesson from the Titanic.
After the accident, an investigation was conducted and maritime regulations were improved. Friends, the number of boats was increased, safety standards were tightened, and life-saving equipment was made mandatory. The Titanic tragedy not only led to technological improvements but also awakened human consciousness. Friends, history proved that humans are helpless in the face of nature, and pride can sometimes prove fatal.
The Titanic's legacy lives on today.
Friends, its stories have been immortalized in books, films, and documentaries. This ship is not only a symbol of luxury, but also of courage, hope, and human emotions. Friends, its wreckage lying in the depths of the ocean is still a subject of research and study. And finally, Titanic teaches us to dream, be courageous, but always be vigilant and responsible. Friends, even in the midst of fear and uncertainty, humanity and help are of paramount importance. The story of Titanic is not just history, but a warning and a lesson. Understand the uncertainties of life, and learn to appreciate every moment. Friends, this is the indelible mark of Titanic and its impact on the world.